baby. Y'all see the shirt. SP Media. Y'all see it. We're in the building for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Right here. Got your boy South.
Fool.
Swaze.
What up, though? What up, though? Can I hit
One
me?
and only Midway.
I'm in there.
You in there like Swimwell on the 10th. Out there. We back once again, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Midway. Listen, man. SP Media. You know I have to own the SP Media. SP Media. See the shirt. What I like to do is produce content that's meaningful, man. I like to produce content that us as people can, benefit from. Not just on the comedy level, not just on the laughter and the entertainment level, but something that we can, soak into our soul and benefit the community as a whole. That's what this Father's Day thing is, man. We here to talk to y'all about the real. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Yes, sir, man. It's about fatherhood. It's about black points of view, black perspectives, from the father perspective. I've said it 522 times. I want to let y'all know that this is something that I take very serious, man. As dads, like our generation don't really get the love that we should, that we're old, because I don't want to say our dads weren't there for us, but we weren't necessarily showed the proper ways that we should conduct ourselves as parents. So we kind of had to learn on the fly. And on top of that, society kind of shitted on us by painting us out to be like the worst motherfuckers ever when it comes to being fathers. They point us out. They tell us that we ain't there for our kids. They tell our women that we ain't good enough for them, so leave him, come to us. The government, us is the government. Come to us to be your dad. The man. But you got to keep him away. You got to make sure that...
Well, you know what? I think that is what happened previously, I don't think that that's the era we're in now. I think we're in the ramifications of that. You feel what I'm saying?
It off.
Right. I think it started with that, but I think we're in a different era now. Because I don't think it's just a man no more, if you feel what I'm saying.
For sure.
I don't really think it's just that. I think it's a collection of things, but stemming from that. You feel what I'm saying? So I agree with you.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's wild. And I was moving the damn. That shit was blocking the damn. We out here sipping sipping on a little something, man.
Hell, brother. Did you give Al his
let me get a little
his communion? Did you give brother Al his communion?
He got a little sippy sip on the tippy tip. All this is orange juice. This ain't nothing but little orange juice, apple juice.
I was gonna say, ain't nothing orange about that.
Yeah, little orange, little apple juice. We take communion,
father's communion.
But yeah, I just want to let y'all know, man, that I take this thing real serious, yo. Appreciate the apple juice. I've been needing this apple juice in my spirit for a minute,
Blessed.
Hey, salute to all the fathers, man.
Real shit.
For sure. But yeah, again, it's like our community has been greatly damaged by I don't want to say white society, but that's pretty much what it is, man. Don't y'all think? Because it's one thing when the society look at you like you ain't shit,
right?
But when they convince your woman that he ain't shit, we fighting two battles. We fighting the battle of the system, and we fighting the battle of our women. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And that's the worst shit ever, because not only are we fighting that battle, society is making the other side, the woman's side, lifting them up to feel like they right, feel like their opinion matters, feel like we just getting stepped on, man.
Right, yeah.
And for so goddamn long, we haven't had a voice, and the voice that we have had been muted, and not heard. Yeah, man. So on my little long tangent intro right there, that's my rant, man. I just want to welcome y'all to Father's Day. Welcome to Father's Day, man.
Clap for this shit.
Got a round of applause.
Oh, man. What's going on with y'all, man? How y'all been, man?
Man, long week. Yeah. Prosperous week, though. Another day above ground, so we always blessed with that, huh?
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
What about you, Brother Bull?
Well,
Mr. Swaze R&B, you know what I mean? hey, goddamn, shit,
Long
fuck.
walks on the beach. This
I read poetry to myself in the mirror to practice. I goddamn like to, write stuff in the sand and make sure ain't nobody watching. What's going on?
Hey man. Like, hey, it's been a good one though. Good week for me.
And make sure that mic close to you too.
Hey, can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
But yeah, like my boy say, been a good week. Prosperous week. I give all thanks to the Most High that I'm, still here, still living, breathing. Still able to be a father to my children. You know what I mean? That's what we do it for. You feel me?
What about you, brother Al?
You feel me?
My week, as a new owner of. Yeah, I don't know if I should say this on the camera because I made a chance to put my finance.
Oh, you can edit. They got edit.
Working hard. I'm gonna say working hard at being a self-made guy. You know what I mean?
That's big and important.
For sure, it's very important, man. Time this week has been kind of short, but we here. You know what I'm saying? I won't complain. That's the life I chose is to do something great, to leave something for the shorties.
Definitely.
Which is another big thing we're gonna talk about too is legacy. Leaving something for your
generational
kids.
wealth.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. I can dig it like a motherfucking shit.
But this week has been a whirlwind as far as getting stuff done. I had to, with one of my businesses, I had to travel for about maybe 3 hours total that day. I had to go all the way to Mount Gilead, then come back down to Gastonia, then come back to Charlotte just to get some stuff done.
Oh, you're an Uber driver.
Well, not an Uber driver. Other thing, I don't want to say too much of what I do, but business is working well, and So, but last show, man, we touched on the basics. If y'all haven't watched last show, please make sure you go do that.
Please do. Shout out to Rashad and the people that's watching right now on here on the Father's Podcast. What up, guys? Ashley.
Yes,
Rashad.
sir.
Who else we got on there?
Oh, y'all tuning in on the live. That's what's up, man. This show, y'all got an exclusive rights. This thing come out tomorrow. Y'all got exclusive.
Exclusive.
Ooh, they got exclusive.
They got the exclusive.
Exclusive. Don't tell nobody where y'all saw this at, man.
Keep it quiet.
Saving it for sweet.
Keep it quiet.
Yeah. But what's up with the bed? It's your boy Midway right here, host of the goddamn Father's Day. We bringing that racing to y'all. Y'all got an exclusive, man. Y'all better be glad y'all here right now. This comes out tomorrow, so don't tell nobody where y'all saw this at to the mall.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
Boog in the building.
For
What's
sure.
up, though?
Yeah.
Boogie Swaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, man, last week we touched on the basics of Father's Day. Like, what is Father's Day? What's the purpose of Father's Day? We even touched on who should be acknowledged and or celebrated for Father's Day. We had somewhat of a disagreement there, but we were able to bring it back to home front.
Yeah.
Snap back.
I feel a healthy disagreement though.
Healthy, yeah.
Matter of fact, tell me what was y'all thoughts on last week's show? This is just for the people that didn't get a chance to catch it. Make sure y'all go to SPMediaTV on YouTube to catch all the back shows. Click on the playlist. Click on the channel, go to playlist, and go to the Father's Day playlist because we have a bunch of different content. So click on the Father's Day playlist.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
For sure. But what was y'all thoughts on last week's show?
I actually thought, man, it was a blessing for me anyway. Like, dude, the chemistry, the neediness of that show, that episode was very needed. And what was so crazy is my pops got out of rehab this week.
Oh,
and then today, a few hours ago, was actually when I got to chill with a me Boog and Cliff. We man, it was crazy, bro. It was just like from all that shit from last show came into play right then and there. It's like, but it was cool though, bro. I actually feel like this show was needed, man. I thought it was a success.
Yeah. What's up with you, Swaze?
I mean, I feel that it was eye opening. You know what I mean? I feel it was much needed. You know what I mean? And it was useful. You know, it like my man said, a little heated. You know, but that's what we need. You know what I mean? I felt strongly on the point that I was coming with, and and y'all felt strongly on y'all point, and we both had good. You know what I mean? Good examples.
Fuck them all! Let them die! Man,
don't throw them no rope,
bro. It was definitely needed.
Right.
I know. As for me,
done deal.
The reason I wanted to make that the first topic of the episode 1 is because, with Father's Day not being a big, talking point, not a big selling point, not a big thing that's in our, daily society, I wanted to get a clear understanding of the purpose of Father's Day and what it is from my perspective. So, you know, I even broke down the history of it from how it started and how Mother's Day was started off so strong.
Right.
And it was picked up by businesses. It was celebrated, you know what I'm saying? And it took so long for Father's Day. Like, we had to... Father's Day started from
dead men,
from people who were celebrating dead motherfuckers. Memorials, you know what I'm saying? And Mother's Day was just an appreciation for the woman figure celebrated by giving gifts. Ours was just acknowledgement for me motherfuckers who passed away.
Mother.
You know what I'm saying? Even still, it didn't get its national acknowledgement to damn near 40, 50, 60 years later.
Right.
So that kind of teaches society in a passive way to devalue
the father.
It's
been shown from the beginning, the start. We have been looked at as expendable.
Yeah,
we're expendables.
Yeah. And for those of you who this might be your first time tuning in, man, I got a couple messages from some of the people that watched last show. Women, in fact, who applauded the show, said it was a good concept, said they enjoyed the topic, they enjoyed the discussion. And they even said it's much needed because some of them said that the black father as well has been overlooked. You know what I'm saying? So in case you missed it, man, please go back and revisit SP Media TV on YouTube. It's SP Media TV. It's gonna be on the bottom of the screen.
All caps, right? I was looking it up. I had to put it in all caps, I believe.
Yeah, just type in SP Media, no spaces. SP Media TV. And the page should pull up. Click on the page, click on the playlist, and go to the Father's Day playlist. You'll find all the episodes and all the content related to Father's Day. Today's topic, though, we gonna go straight to it, man. Today's topic is a pretty good one. It's something that we don't really spend too much time discussing the importance of it, but we do spend time fighting it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And that topic today is co-parenting. For all you women out there that think you co-parenting, but your big biscuit heads ain't doing it.
Biscuit.
Co-parenting. She won't co-parent, man.
What exactly is co-parenting now? What? Break it down. When you say that she won't co-parent, meaning she won't, like, what do you mean?
She won't Okay, let's break down the word. Co, meaning cooperative. Cooperative means togetherness. Parent means to be a parent, to activate your parental skills and become one that we call the parent. So if you come together to be a parent, we call that
co-parenting.
You better speak. That's you better speak to a pre. What is it? You better say that.
Both.
You better both. B-O-A-L.
Both.
So co-parenting is when both parents, whether they're together or not, come together to raise their children, and so different ways, separate households or together. But for the most part, it's talked about as separate households. That's pretty much what we're dealing with is single father, single mother working together to make sure that they raising their kid the appropriate way. So, tell me why y'all think co-parenting is important.
Co-parenting, I feel, is very important because you got two sides. You know, you got the mother's aspect, ways of life, and views of life, and then you also have the father's ways of life and views of life, you know what I mean? And you got both of them trying to instill something into a child, you know? So you can't have too much of the father and you can't have too much of the mother, you know what I mean? Or if
what you mean when you say you can't have too much of the mother and too much of the father? What you mean?
If all the views that the child is getting is coming from one side, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not gonna be a even, you know what I mean? Even thing. Right. But even with that, co-parenting is also, you know what I mean, doing things for the betterment of that child, you know what I mean? It's instilling things into them, you know what I mean? It's teaching them things that they may need to know in life, you know what I mean? So it's a collective when it comes to co-parenting.
Gotcha.
Right. So what you think co-parenting is, and why you think co-parenting is important, I should say?
Co-parenting to me is important on many different levels. Co-parenting is important for that child.
And again, shout out to all the viewers that come through, man, messing with us on the live too.
I was just up, I went back down, but yeah, we
getting the call live from
co-parenting is important for many
this.
reasons. Like for one, the kid, especially if you come from a situation where it was two parents in that child's life at one point in time, and then you split up when that child is of age to be knowledgeable of seeing that I don't have two parents. Yeah. Also, stress-wise, raising a kid by yourself can be fucking stressful.
Now that's 100%.
So it's like, I feel like helping in co-parenting takes off that stress level, because that stress of that parent spills over to that child. The child trip over the cord, knock the Netflix off. You ready to kill it, man. You know what I'm saying? All because you done had that motherfucker for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Where you out of parent at? So yeah, it just, I feel like, you know, the kid and just stress levels and just being adults, man. Just learning that, like, brother, the kid has two parents. It takes two to tango. It's just let's just be grown about this thing.
Well, shit. I mean, co-parent, bro. Hit record that joint real quick. Man, that was 20 minutes. What it say on that message right there?
For y'all that's on here, what is y'all outlook of co-parenting? What y'all think about co-parenting? What's your importance of co-parenting? Anybody want to chime in on here? Chime in on the podcast so we can throw a couple of your thoughts out there. What do you think?
I mean, co-parenting is more than people want to give it credit for. Co-parenting is vital in a child's life, especially in the sense.
Talk out there. Hit that. You hit 3, you hit 1.
Okay.
Especially in the sense to where, you know, that you got two people living in different households. You know what I mean? Yeah. You want to get both. You know, you want to get both parents equal help, as you were saying. You know what I mean earlier? How you were saying, don't leave these kids over my house no week, you know what I mean, 2-3 weeks. You know, it's financial, it's emotional, you know what I mean, it's everything when it comes to co-parenting.
In my aspect of where do we fuck up at in co-parenting? Where does the co-parenting stop existing of being co-parenting? What makes it not work? Because with me, I know in my situation it's fresh with a breakup, so it's like a lot of tick for tack shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to feel like they the dominant one.
They won.
They won. And I found myself like, man, I ain't had time for this petty shit, but then I have my days where I can be also petty. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, where do you start with distinguishing?
In reality, all of those things you just named has nothing to do with co-parenting. Yeah. A person's feelings, my feelings towards my child's mother has nothing to do with co-parenting. You know, and we let that get in the way of co-parenting. You know what I mean? So when you were saying you do that tit for tat stuff, we do things that eventually will hurt the kid. You know what I mean? And that's not a part of co-parenting. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a big problem.
With me, I think conversations is what stop a lot of good co-parents.
Or maybe the lack of
conversation. There you go, the lack of conversation. I feel like it's the communication skills don't be there. The levels of communication don't be there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just stop the welcome back, brother.
I'm back. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? We here like we never left, but I'm right. You hear me? I'm gonna cut y'all off real quick. Let me ask y'all this though. This co-parenting shit. I never said what's important. I think to keep it simple, co-parenting is basically important because the woman is seen as the feminine, the man is seen as the masculine, and it's a that yin and yang, that balance.
It's a balance,
It's important because the children need both.
Yeah.
Without both, the children might be too masculine and may not be able to, touch the feminine side.
Definitely.
And if the children are too feminine, they won't be able to protect and provide.
Definitely.
So, in a nutshell, you need both parents for the masculine and feminine energy to raise these children to be productive, citizens.
Yeah.
Balance.
But let me ask y'all this: like, what are some problems y'all run into? Because we get into something real gritty coming up on later on in the show. What are some problems that y'all run into when it comes to co-parenting that y'all run into in your own personal lives?
The lack of communication, the time.
Give me some examples of like
personal thing. With me and my child's mom, we always have a thing of last minute. Not gonna put it on her or myself. We do it to each other. It's a thing of lack of communication. Okay, today is Friday. We knew tomorrow that the kids had a football game, but yet we wait to the last minute and it's like we put more stress on each other than has to be there. Like we had a situation last week. It's time for my kids to go to Florida. I asked, you know what I'm saying, okay, you send the clothes, you know, It's kind of last minute, which was on me, but I got the information last minute.
Right.
But still, I'm getting mad at her because it's like, oh, you could have washed the clothes, you could have did something, you could have done. But at the end of the day, it was last minute. So now we arguing about some shit that really could have been preventative. Conversation, communication would have been had.
Definitely.
So what you saying, like, not only is it like last minute planning, it's a communication fault.
Yeah.
It's a communication fault. So part of co-parenting that can cause problem is not having that effective communication going on between you and the mom. And for me, one of the things that I really fucking hate when it comes to this co-parenting shit or the lack thereof. Man, as a goddamn dad whose children don't live in the household with them no more due to the separation of men and moms. Y'all mamas out there, and I'm talking to not all y'all. You know who you are if you fit this category, because this message need to go to y'all.
To y'all.
You motherfucking bitch ass, sorry ass, trash ass, fuck nigga, sissy hoe ass women out there that
sissy hoe.
Sissy, what I'm trying to, I don't really cuss women out like that.
Great word I can say. Bottom of the barrel.
Cuss you motherfuckers out like that, man. But this shit is serious.
Carpet munch up.
I'm sick of it, bro. Just because a kid lives with you, don't mean you're the authoritative mother. And the government got y'all thinking because the kids live with you that you are the authority over their child.
Say this shit again,
it's called co-parenting, not dictatorship parenting.
Well, and I think,
and I'm gonna go deep on that in a couple more seconds.
A lot of fathers, because it's crazy you said that, because I do feel like a lot of fathers don't know that. Like when you know how you get ready to go to court and they think like, oh, the mom got this much say so over the kid. No, until it's court ordered, you got the same fucking right she got. 100%. And I don't think a lot of men know that though, but a lot of women take it to that extent. Oh, they stay with me, so he can't do this, he can't do that. Motherfucker, listen to him.
And that's what's crazy. This is the reality of the shit. And I'm gonna get back to what I was saying in a second. The reality of the shit is, if you have a child that's one kid, but you have two parents living in two households, the kid got to live with somebody. Mm-hmm. So if you in your mind think because the kid shared my fucking address, that makes me more of a leader or a representative, or I'm more important to this kid than the other dude, that's you being a motherfucking asshole. Yeah. The kid got to live with somebody.
You know what we're gonna do, bro? Let's start getting their little asses fucking Airbnbs. Like they got their own crib, right? Hey, look, they decide who come over today. Now, but I definitely get what you're saying though, bro.
So this is my problem when it comes to co-parenting. You sorry ass excuses of women sincerely believe that just because the kid lives with you on a day-to-day basis, that your input is more important to the father's input. That your input or your say-so goes above us. Like y'all know more on how to be a better parent than the father does because the kid don't live with you. Fuck you 6 times over. That's what I'm dealing with currently right now.
Passionate about that.
Hell yeah, I'm passionate about this shit. Because the kids is being fucked up over this. And on top of that, like, time only moves one direction. Yeah. You wasting time with that kid. That kid can have memories being created. Yeah. That kid can have influence that can help that child grow from their father. Like I said, why co-parenting is important? Because the kids need balance. Yeah, definitely. The kids need balance. So if, let's say, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm long-winded, so y'all forgive me.
No, go ahead, brother. Let it go.
This summer, right? My youngest daughter is supposed to be up here with me for this summer. Y'all know some of them they're halfway over, right? Yeah. My baby mama got an issue with our child coming up here for the summer. Now she's complaining. She misses you. She wants to see you. She's always talking about wanting to come up there this summer and all that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, that's one effort for her to come up here. And I say, okay, now I want her to be up here. 2 efforts. The 3rd effort is you saying she getting on your nerves. I need you to come get her off my hands. Let me 3 efforts. Now when it's time for it to actually happen, Well, I don't know if who gonna be watching her when you at work.
Now you got all these questions.
All this bullshit. She trying to come up with a reason to not let it go through. And this is what it always come back to this. I say she lives with you. Only thing we got when it comes to us being parents is each other. I have to trust you. I'm not there to see what goes on day to day.
Facts.
So what if I do you like you doing me and start saying, well, hold up.
Who the hell over there?
Who the hell over there with you? What's going on with this right here? Why she gotta blah, 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 blah?
Right.
You gonna look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. As you should. Because as co-parents, the kid got to be one or the other.
Right.
And unless I'm a threat to the child physically or drugs or something, or unless you're a threat, we have no real reason to question what's going on. We got to trust them. Because both of us got the kids' well-being at heart.
Yeah.
So why the fuck you trying to act like you want her to be up here? You, my daughter, telling you she want to be up here, and I'm showing you I want her up here. But when it come time to do it, your motherfucking ass will come up with an excuse and try to use your authority, your quote unquote authority. Well, she lives with me. I know what's safe for her. I know another fuck you know. You a bitch.
Well, I think both of what y'all said ties into what I feel is a problem.
I gotta come.
Take another sip, brother.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and sip
another sip.
I feel the biggest problem is accountability. You know what I mean?
Preach,
and it's on both sides.
Lean in on that one.
The man and the woman. You know what I mean? It's accountability. Both parents play a role in the child's nurturing. You know what I mean? So you got to do your part, and I got to do my part. I got to be accountable for my part as well as she has to be accountable for her part. You know, when you were saying, we gotta no last minute stuff. That's accountability. Yeah. If you know you got something going on, hey, let me tell South, goddamn, my baby boy got something going on. I'm gonna tell him a week in advance. I'm not gonna wait. That's accountability. Yeah. You know what I mean? When you saying, your baby mama, you know what I mean? Her word is king word, you know what I mean? It's accountability because she's not looking at her part that she's playing in that child's life, you know what I mean? So now you having the child being affected by you thinking that your word is king, you know what I mean? So now your child looks at the dad and says, hey, I don't really have to listen to my dad. But you know how, you know how I combat all of that? I combat all of that because I talk to my children, bro. I talk to my children like, even from when they kids, I talk to them like they're adults, you know what I mean? I tell them what's going on. I don't hide what we going through with their mom. I tell them everything, you feel me? So that way, you cut her out the way. You get what I'm saying? Because now a kid gets older and then they start to see how the parent moves.
Now I see what daddy was talking about.
You feel me?
This motherfucker crazy.
And it's happening right now with my oldest son, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He lives with his mom, you know what I mean? He gets a lot of influence from his mom, but when I'm with him, I'm talking to him. I'm telling him what's on my mind, and I'm telling him what I got going on.
I'm very cutting down my kids too.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't give our kids enough credit in this. You get what I'm saying? We don't think that they understand what's going on. And we fight over them, but you know what I mean? We don't recognize them as shit. They're the product of this, you know what I mean? Yeah. They're who's being affected by this. So we need to pay them the most attention and get their views on things.
Let me introduce this into that as well. What happens when destructive co-parenting, I'm gonna just call it that, when one parent tries to take over and act like their word is more important.
Right.
What happens when destructive co-parenting leads into a child siding with that destructive co-parent? Because this is why I'm asking that.
Oh, hey.
You say you talk to your children. Mm-hmm. That's good. Because children need to hear from their father who might not live with them,
right,
just as much as they hear from their mother who does.
Right, it's constant.
So,
because
what happened?
Influence is going to be probably the bigger influence. That one that's constantly being nailed in your head all day. Yeah.
Of course, any neurological scientist would tell you.
I don't know though. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
And I'll
because it's about reality at the end of the day. You could tell me that you love me and you like me, but if you slapping me and hit me all the time, you don't love me and like me.
Yeah.
If I'm telling my child, okay, son, look, I love you, it's just your mom moving this type of way. Yeah. When he sees what I'm saying, his mom moving this type of way, you feel me? Her influence lessens. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now he's believing what I'm saying because I'm standing on what I'm saying to him. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Versus her just talking.
But in a lot of situations, with like say when you got younger kids, like
younger kids still see too though, bro.
When you
Trust
got
me.
okay, say you got your days where it's like you and the mom have had y'all conversation. I got something to do. I got to work. I ain't gonna be able to get them.
Right.
With the kids, they ain't really the ones that you discussing that schedule with. So now, when the kids,
but why not though?
Them, no, you. Let me get what I'm saying. Okay. So now, when you talk to the kids and it's like, oh well, I got to go to work. I ain't gonna be able to come get you. You know, 9 times out of 10, what if that mama done already? Watch your daddy come up with an excuse. He gonna try to say something like he had to work or something. They gonna try to manipulate your words, but if you get what I'm saying, it's like they gonna play you as the villain, the villain, and it's like you like, dude, I'm telling y'all the truth, but your mama twisting.
And that's what I'm getting to is that this co-parenting thing, together takes both sides. Right. One parent can't be doing everything right and the other person fucking up. Definitely. That's still not co-parenting. It takes both parents looking to work together. Right. So what happens though when you got destructive co-parenting and the child starts to go with the immediate influence, which is the mom. Custodial parent, the mom. Yes. Let's say the mom got the kid with him. What happens when the bitch start letting her influence spill over to the child and the child start giving you that back? How do you handle that as a parent? Yeah, when the co-parenting has went awry and now it's bled over to your motherfucking seed.
And that way what Boog say, I think that's when you really do have to sit down and get that motherfucking bone cut dry. Like, hey, look here. Your mama mad because of this, or we beefing because of that. Like that's when you gotta really be straightforward. Because a lot of times we as parents try to shelter our kids from certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that ain't a child's place. That ain't for a child to know. That's grown up talk. You know what I'm saying?
And also sometimes on top of that,
a kid got to have grown up ears sometimes because grown up situations are occurring.
And you combat that by being your child's parent. We want to try to make our child feel good all the time. You get what I'm saying? GP ain't make us feel good. She let us know that she was our parent. You know what I mean? We
stop trying to be your goddamn friend all the time.
I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here. I don't care if you like me. When you come to my house, you're gonna respect me. You're gonna respect my rules, and you're gonna do as I say. You get what I'm saying? I'm your parent, and that's and you let your kid know that. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you combat that.
And so this is why, you know, I'm trying to keep my cool because this is a current thing I'm dealing with right now. My daughter's supposed to be up here. That's my angel, man. I love my baby. My young. I love all my kids. I'm talking about this story right here is current with my youngest daughter. She's supposed to be up here with her dad and her brothers and her sisters right now. Right. But I'm dealing with a destructive co-parenting issue with a mama trying to let her emotions and feelings about not being sure about what's going on a day-to-day basis up here with me. So her thing is, because she ain't secure with her imagination, talking about this last week, when a woman creates an argument in her head, that becomes her reality. So you try to combat reality, your word, your conditions, against her false image of what's going on. Right. You fighting that. So my daughter ain't up here because her bitch ass mama, her sissy sorry ass mama, creating this image in her head of what she think gonna happen to her daughter up here when that's just not the case. So I'm not sure if my baby girl is convinced that her mom is right, and the reason I'm talking about this is because, okay, fuck it. Here's the situation. There's another adult in my house, right? Mm-hmm. And
a significant other, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, not significant. Well, they're influencing the child's life, but you know, yeah. So what it is. Last summer when they were up here, when they down there with their mom, they don't go outside. Her mama real cautious. She don't let them play. She don't let them go outside and have fun, do all that, because she over in her mind somebody gonna die if they go outside the parking lot. Some car gonna come by, hit all the kids and fuck them up. So she'll let the kids come out and play. So when they come up here for the summer, I got trampoline outside in the back. I got a basketball goal. Everything. The kids going outside to have fun. Yeah, it works. Yeah. They going to be like kids. Yeah. Right. So because they don't go outside our home, their mama's conditioned for them to be inside. But when they up here at my house, they going outside to play. You're not about to be in the house all summer.
And I bet they happen to
running up, happen to motherfucker.
Feel free.
But here's the thing: what did our mama tell us when we was younger, growing up? What could we do when it comes to going outside and playing?
What's one run in and out the house?
Say it. I want you to say it.
You better stay in or out. You ain't finna be running out my goddamn house all day.
Now what GP say?
Drink out the faucet, out the spigot outside, the water hole.
So this is what I'm dealing with. The real issue the children kept running in and out the house. So I said, listen, y'all gonna stay outside? Don't come back in here for no water, half a glass of water, leaving the door open, letting all the air out. The same shit we grew up on.
Yeah.
What happened was they weren't listening. So what you got to do? You got to buckle down on it. If they don't believe you, you got to show them.
Door
so
lock.
we locked it. We do what?
Door lock. Door lock. My kids
the
get
door
that shit to the day.
Right.
I will lock that door.
Exactly. So now when we lock the door and they come to the door and crying because they can't get in, knocking, crying, he locked us out. Now at the end of the day, my daughter calls her mama, crying, I want to come home. Why you want to come home, baby? Daddy locked me out the house. They locked me out the house. So now in her mama head, because her mama not used to her being outside.
Oh, what you
she
doing,
up
my
here
baby?
with daddy, and she can't see her daughter. But the first thing she gets of her daughter is her crying and complaining about being locked outside.
I knew I shouldn't have let her come down now.
Yep. Now I'm
you
fighting
beating
this.
on my baby.
Now in her mama mind, I'm locking the kids outside in the sun all day. This is recorded conversation.
That's child negligence.
You got my kids outside. You got my daughter outside, dehydrated, locked outside all day.
It's the water hose out
It
there.
was outside about an hour and a half. I got they left the water hose on all night one time. Didn't even get a whooping.
Oh.
Water bill $2,400. Not that much, but it's high.
But hey, look,
You know
I
what
wish
I'm
the
saying?
fuck I would have did that.
So-
Left the water hose on, like, man.
When you got kids being corrupted by the destructive co-parenting techniques, and now the kids are with the mom, and you trying to get the kids up. And now my daughter lives in Charleston.
Yeah.
I done gave it to told her the fucking
Edit.
My daughter lives out of town.
Yeah.
So it ain't like I can go down the street with my other kids and go get them.
Yeah.
So it's an effort that I gotta have her on board and for us to work together for that to happen. And now my daughter ain't up here because I'm dealing with a bullshit ass woman.
Well,
It's semi-supported by her daughter's confession about being locked outside. In her words, all day, but it's really an hour and 15 minutes.
Because now she's gonna be thinking that in her head every time she come down and she locked out. Like, man,
you know, I'm dealing with shit like that.
I mean, but that you can't stop being who you are. You know what I mean? And yes, she won't allow her to come up here, but okay. You know what I mean? You can still go down there to see her. You know, you can still take her brothers and them down there to see her. Don't let it stop you from being you. You know what I mean? Because guess what? A child got to grow up at some point in time. We as parents don't think about when a child grow up. You know what I mean? We focus on right now when the child's being young at this point in time. And I always say that a bitter parent, that child's gonna resent you more than they resent that other parent that you try to get them to hate. You know what I mean?
Hey, but that be the thing.
It's gonna hurt you in the long run.
I do see as the child gets older, they start to see.
Right.
But right now, in this moment of before they older, is what be making you be like, man.
That's why I say talk to your children, bro. I talk to my children, so I live in the moment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I live right then in the moment with my children. I don't think about what's going on later on in the moment. I let them know what's going on right now. You get what I'm saying? So they eat. So they eat and they feed in the moment with me. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I run with my kids. They know what's going on. I ain't about to sugarcoat and lie to you about nothing. I'm about to tell you what's up so you know. So when stuff start happening and your mom start moving a certain type of way, you already know what's up with pops. You get me?
So you've never had one of the nieces and nephews start to side with the mama?
Yes, listen. Okay, let me give you my backstory. My oldest son, you know what I mean? He lives with his mom. You get what I'm saying? So he get a lot of influence from his mom. When he come over my house, I'm on everything. Like I said, I was raised by GP. You get what I'm saying? You ain't about to just leave stuff and you ain't about to be lazy and make a mess and not clean your mess up. You come over my house, you gonna have to hold your weight. And he don't like my sternness. He don't like that I'm gonna be on you about everything. I don't care what it looks, how minuscule it is. Yeah, I know you like that.
This nigga said minuscule. He doesn't know. Let me pull up the glossary. Minuscule. That's tiny infinitesimal. That's a tiny infinitesimal amount.
Hey, somebody gonna rewind that shit back. What that nigga just said?
But yeah, I don't care how small it is, man. I'm on everything when it comes to my son. So in turn, his mom is a little more lax and lenient. So he kind of try to stay away from my house. But like I said, I talk to my kids and he see how things work. He see how I move. So believe it or not, kids need structure. You know what I mean? Kids 100%. Need that shit, bro. 100%. And they crave it. It's not only that they need it, they crave it. So at points in times, he start reaching out more to me. You know what I mean? Pop, let me come over to your house. Pop, are you trying to chill? You trying to do this? he started reaching out more to me because I didn't change who and what I was when it came to him. No matter if you don't want to come over, that's cool.
And you
I don't have to see you for a month. I'm called. Long as I call you, you straight, you good, you need anything.
That's what I'm fighting with.
I'm cool.
That's what I'm fighting
I don't have to see you every month, every day. I know what you look like. You know what I look like. You know who I am. If you don't want to be at my house, then you know what I mean. That's cool.
So I'm fighting with that a little bit. Then we're gonna go into the main part of what I wanted of this co-parenting thing. I'm dealing with that with my oldest son right now, and he's coming to himself. You know that teenage years where
he's smelling the
yeah. So me and my son have one of the closest parents relationships that a father and son could have. In my situation with being a non-custodial parent to him. But one thing I am figuring out and I'm seeing is that even though he loves me and he's connected with me, he doesn't always come to me for male guidance because he's been in his mom's care and under her influence for so long.
Yeah.
So this co-parenting thing with her, she was on some straight up, fuck it. It's what I got to say and I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah.
And
they mostly do.
I'm not gonna say he started siding with her, but his influence is just like his mama. He thinks like his mama. He acts like his mama. His mannerisms like his mama. His approach to problems is passive like his mama.
Yeah.
He ain't got no backbone to him like what I've always shown him.
Yeah.
And so because of that, what you were saying about raising the kids right now, being in the moment right now, right? And you thinking about the future. I can't wait for my son to come back, when he get older, start calling me because I've lost time with him because of his mom's lack of co-parenting.
Yeah.
So she has so much powerful influence on him that the lack of co-parenting on her part for about 10 years don't give me the same leeway you got with your oldest. With him listening and understanding you,
and
I've been fighting her so long that I ain't even able to raise him like I wanted to.
This is the thing that we go through as parents. We can have options. You get what I'm saying? You got a choice. You could take the route of going down to the courthouse and look. Let me fight for this custody. Let me get my child. Let me, you know what I mean?
I don't want to put the kid in the court system, man. That's that shit. I don't want to.
Okay then. But so don't sit here and say, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm getting," because you got an option. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But see, the thing is, you stressing about that. You feel me? That's your child gonna be your child. How he come up and turn out. It ain't too much. You can do something about it, but you can't. If you get what I'm saying, you can do something about it, but you can't. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Only thing we can do as our children's parents is be there for him, and when he's around you, instill that shit into him. Put it in.
Oh, I do. I go all the way in.
Okay, but then believe what you putting in them is sticking. You get what I'm saying? Whether you seeing it or not, you don't see what's being put into you until you test it. You get what I'm saying? So if he ain't being tested right now, you don't know if it's sticking or not. And of course he gonna act like what he's around. You get what I'm saying? That's where the influence coming from. That's what he around. But what he getting from you, he's still getting it from you. So you still got to keep giving it to him. You know what I mean? We can't change as being fathers and being parents. We got to keep being fathers and being parents, regardless of how that mother act, because they acting off of emotions and in the past. But we still got to be that child's father. So we can't act off emotions and in the past. We can't get all worked up and get all stressed out about how she moving, because you can't control how she move. You can only control how you move. And so unless you, like I said, ready to go down there to that courthouse and fight, then we gotta move.
We gonna talk about the courthouse coming up too, man.
Let's take the kids.
All right, so the reason I bring that up, all these topics about co-parenting and all these examples, personal examples, shit, because I sent you guys a clip. I don't know if you was in. Did you get dropped from the chat?
I seen. Yeah, I think he put me back on there. I don't know how that happened.
But basically there was a video that surfaced. I think came out the end of May of this year. It's this officer, Spencer Fitch, right?
Yeah.
Spencer Fitch. So in this clip, I'm not sure if y'all who watching saw this clip, but you can go look it up. This Google Officer Spencer Fitch. Basically,
ass.
there was a
Whole
young
ass.
man, young black man.
He headbutted me. Nah, nigga, you just straight get. That's crazy, bro. That's wild,
go ahead
bro.
and hit record that jump real quick.
That's wild.
But there was a young black father on the phone with his baby mom. It's start stop button. It just stopped. It stopped every couple seconds. You say call full. Alright, we'll go ahead and just go do it like this right here. But yeah, so basically the clip is of a young black man in the hallway on the phone talking to his baby mama and basically blanking on her because she doing what we talking about right now, disruptive, ineffective co-parenting. She trying to keep his son away from him, and he's basically arguing like this is the third time this happened.
Right.
It's the third time this happened. That's all. And you know, when we love our kids. When you a real dad, you love your motherfucking babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think because a kid live with you, you got more influence, you got more say so, you got more love and more of a bravado when it comes to being in that kid's life and talking,
I'm
right?
letting you borrow the kid.
Yeah. But what it really is that you don't understand. We love that kid just as much as you do, if not more, because we don't get to see him every day. So we appreciate him or her for what it is.
That missing love is a whole nother kind of love right there.
So my man's is in the hallway getting turned up, and the police arrive. They hear the man talking at a higher tone, and he gets into a discussion with the cops saying, "You don't understand." Or he even asked him, "Are you a father?"
Right.
Are you a father? You don't understand what I'm going through.
Yes, sir, I am.
I ain't seen my child and motherfucking and it's the third time she done did this.
Yeah.
It's the third time she done. So
He ain't trying to hear that shit. As the black
what
father,
was he not doing? He was
as the black father. He ain't trying to hear that shit.
He ain't trying to hear that shit. Another effect of society not giving a fuck about the motherfucking male perspective. Not a fuck about the father's perspective. We don't care.
Yes.
We don't care.
We don't give a shit about what we got.
And because of that, he getting turned up.
What was the race of the cop? Not to say that it's always
white dude,
but I figured.
White dude. So
in that instance, I don't see it as him not caring about the father's perspective. I see that as a race thing. He didn't care about it being a black man.
That's
he didn't care about. He didn't understand black. You know what I mean? See, and where I see your issue is the baby moms out here in the world don't understand the black. You know, they don't understand. Hey, they killing us out here. Shit, you can't calling the cops on your child's father is not. Should be your very, very last resort. I don't. Hold on. Yes, it should be a result because I don't condone violence. Yes.
If safety's involved, that's
what I'm saying.
He just on the phone.
That's what I'm saying.
She won't let him see. He not threatening or nothing.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
What did the officer do? Walk up on some shit he had nothing to do with?
So let me finish. This is what happened. So I'm trying to compare the narrative. We have been devalued as fathers in society. Nobody gives a fuck about what we got to say. Right. And on top of that, we motherfucking black. So you a black dismissed father. A black dismissed father. Now you got a motherfucking the system, which is the police, walking up on you, putting all that shit in exercising all that shit. We don't give a fuck about you. Like you said, bro.
Right.
He black. Like the baby mama said, you a father, so you don't matter. So what happens? The cop walks up to him, mugs the man in the face. They get into a scuffle. They get the man. The cop just walked up to him straight, mugged the fuck out of him.
Nah, he didn't mug him. He tried to punch him or slap him or something.
He
swung on him.
Right?
He swung on him.
They got into a tussle. They get him. They couple other cops could come in. They finally get him cuffed and everything. And while he's on the ground, right, more disrespect and dismissal. He asked the cop for respect by saying, "Man, look me in the face. Talk to me. Look me in the eye. Give me some respect. Show me that I matter." Guess what the cop did to him in reply to that?
Wait, don't tell me you hit him again.
He kneed that motherfucker in the chest while on the ground and cuffed. Right? So it's bigger than just a malfunctioning co-parent. Your malfunction of co-parent not only fucks that child up by not getting balanced love from their mom and their daddy.
Yeah.
Not only does it anger the co-parent anger the father or the mother who's not there, you watch the video now.
Yes.
Not only does it keep the kid from getting healthy relationship from the mom and daddy. Not only does it make the non-custodial parent angry because they can't see their kid, not only does it make the custodial parent big in the head, thinking that their opinions and thoughts and ideas and parenting matters more than the other parent, but it puts the father in danger of having his life taken away, because we all know when you ain't got your kids with you, dog, that shit hurt you in your chest. That shit hurt you in your heart. That shit hurt you in your spirit. You become somebody else. Fuck with my kids and see what happens. I love to laugh. I love to joke. I love to do all that shit.
Turn into a whole nother
Fuck
person.
with my kids and see what happens.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
These bitches out here putting us
Let
in
me ask you a
harm's
question.
way.
Let me ask you a question,
co-parent,
because I see you
Fuck these
passionate
hoes,
about
man,
this.
that do
I'm gonna
that
ask you a
shit.
question. This is a 2-part question. The first part of it is, what do you think? What do you think the solution is? What do you think? Damn, I forgot the second part. What do you think? What do you think the solution to it is? Let me start by asking that.
Oh, we definitely gonna get to the solution. That's right next up on that
Bruh,
10 year. I want
man.
to. Well, I was gonna talk on the cop, but the cop is a little bit more. He some other shit. But as far as solutions is concerned, one, we have to rewire.
Oh, and I do have my matter of fact, my other part to that question is, do you think, and not speaking in 100% of the cases, not speaking in 100% of the cases, do you think the female in the relationship, when the child is living with her, when the child is with the mother, do you think they make more sacrifices for the child than the father parent does?
I think in their mind they believe they do, because on a day-to-day basis they feel like, well, I have to get up in the morning. That's a sacrifice. I have to do blah blah, the stuff like that. I have to feed them because they live with me. So I'm the one that feeds them. So I'm the one that does blah 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 blah.
But isn't that the same role you play if we were in a 2-person household? Isn't that the same role that she would play? In majority of households, I would say.
I don't want to say yes to that, because that's neither here nor there. Because I mean, any parent can do that. Whether or not they do it is another question. But they have the opportunity both to do it if they both live in the household.
Yeah.
But because the child lives with them, it's not a sacrifice. It's only a sacrifice. Now, if we live together and you doing it all the time, that's a sacrifice because you have a choice to do otherwise.
Yeah.
Sacrifice is if you got other options, but you make a choice to do it.
Yeah.
If the kid lives with you, that's not a sacrifice.
You got to do it. You obligated to do it.
Because the kid lives with you.
Yeah.
That's like a woman acting like her having a baby is
Well,
let me touch this on this, because
okay.
this affect me too. Women feel like, see, that's the thing. Our society bigs women up like a motherfucker, and that's harmful to them, which affects us too. Women think because they have the child that they're more important. You have the child because you have to. We don't have the option to.
Yeah.
So you don't get a benefit for having a child because it's basically your
That's how it
responsibility.
goes. That's just how the shit
It's your
goes.
responsibility. You don't have a choice in the matter. We don't have a choice. Ain't like we both get pregnant and we say, well, who gonna carry it? And the woman say, I'll do it.
Yeah.
They're not making a choice, so you don't get benefit for that. That's part of your biology, bitch.
Yeah.
You don't get no fucking benefit for carrying a child.
Like,
fuck, you get benefit from when the child gets here, how you parent, bitch.
Kind of like one of the things about paying your rent. You get no damn
You know what I'm
kudos for
saying?
that shit.
So go ahead with what you're saying, but I just want to get that point out because that shit pissed me off.
What was I saying?
I talk a lot, man. I be ranting, man. I be
What was I
ranting.
saying?
But as far as solutions, man, we have to rewire how we cater to the woman who's a custodial parent. Bitch, you not that important. You just not.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You're equally as important as a non-custodial parent.
But we also have to be rational too, bro. We gotta be realistic. I know we emotional on this show, you know what I mean. But we also have to be realistic. And the realism of the question that I asked you is, no, the father does not make more sacrifices than the mother when the child is living.
The term sacrifices is
You can determine how you want to term it, but it's taking time to get up and get that child ready to do this. It's taking time to do this for that child. It's taking time to prepare a meal to feed that child. It takes time, so in turn it is a sacrifice, however you want to look at it. But we as males, you know what I mean, have to be willing to do more we have to be willing to sacrifice more. For instance, in my situation, I used to find a lot of times, like, when we both was working. You know what I mean? She had to be to work, I had to be to work, but something had to be like the child had to either be somewhere or child care or something for the child. I would always find myself, you know what I mean, back in the day, you know what I mean, I would find myself having her to figure it out, you know what I mean. Okay, shit, I gotta go to work, I can't lose this job, you know what I mean. So she had to figure it out. What she had to make those sacrifices.
It sounds like y'all co-parenting, but go ahead.
We did, but that's not always co-parenting. If she's always having to make that sacrifice, she having to take off work to go take the child to the doctor. Take off work, or so we as men have to step up and make those same sacrifices. You get what I'm saying?
I agree with that. In
turn, you get what I'm saying? We have to do more. So then that's why I say the solution. Instead of looking at the woman, you know what I mean, and saying what can they do? Let's look internally and say, us as men, what can we do? And my advice to fathers would be, do more. Yeah, you might think you're doing a lot now, but do more. You get what I'm saying? So then what can she say? Oh, yeah, I got him. I take him to his meeting. Oh, I got him. I take him to his doctor's appointment.
Shit, I mean,
what can she say? You know what I mean?
That's a great solution. But I mean, in reality, you know, we can't always sell the dream. We got to sell the nightmare too. What happens when you're the father that is the one doing more, that is the one showing up and trying to do all this, but you got a woman that's dead set on being the victim, that's dead set on being the person who don't have the support. So basically, when you trying to say, man, relax, let me help you, I got it. No, I can't rely on you to help.
Then you let her do and be exactly what she is. If she want to be that victim, let her be the victim. Okay, you don't want the help. It's not that you're not trying to give her the help. She don't want the help. So regardless of what she's saying to you, it don't matter because she's the one rejecting the help. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not on you.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we got to address this because there are women out here who are doing it by themselves, right? They're actually doing it by themselves. But the reasoning why they doing it by themselves can be a multiplicity of things.
Right, and I understand that.
Because they doing it by themselves, they believe that they have all the say so. Because my baby daddy ain't shit, I'm doing it by myself, blah, 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 blah. You might be doing it by yourself, but you got to ask why. Yeah. Are you doing it by yourself because your baby daddy actually ain't there? Or are you not co-parenting to allow that y'all to have a unison when it comes to doing that shit?
True.
But that's where a lot of that shit push you at, because in a lot of situations with with
fuck these hoes that be doing that shit, man. Fuck
Book would say you can't let your personal feelings with your other person get into the way of co-parenting. But sometimes that situation with that mother is so fucking stressful that if that's your way of communicating with your kids, it turns into like, how can I even fucking get the kids or deal with the kids when I got to deal with this shit with you? It's always something that comes crazy from the situation that makes you want to tell the kids like,
and maybe that's the refrigerator.
Oh yeah.
I thought somebody was getting bucked on.
But yeah, it's like one of the times where it's like I can't even fucking get with the kids, or in a situation where like right now, personal situation. I get a call. I'm not supposed to get the kids this day or whatever. Not picking the kids up from camp. Nothing. Kids at the camp. I get a call. Ain't nobody came to get the kids. Da 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 da. I'm like, what? Like, in a sense of, if you know that you're not gonna be here to get the kid, or know that the kid was gonna be at daycare, nobody was
gonna be able to get them.
There to get them. Why take them there? Why even put them in a situation of being there?
Right.
Or even knowing that, okay, the other person got obligations. Why would I even continue to do what I'm planning on doing, putting this person in a situation to where you got to stop doing what you're doing all because I wanted to do something. I want to go out. I want to go do this. So the kid's there. Somebody get them. Somebody figure it out. And that shit, I do get that people got lives.
Yeah.
People got lives. People want to do stuff. I get that. Nobody wants to be the person always in the house with the kids. Yeah. I get that shit.
Right.
But you can't just leave your goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like somebody will pick their ass up. Like, you can't do that, man. And then even say like, boom, like with now, oh, well, the trip got pushed back. I'll be back later on in the week. So now that puts me in a situation of saying like, I got to go to fucking work. So now I don't even have a choice. This is what's called sacrifice. I don't even got a goddamn choice to say, well, kids, Y'all gonna have to stay at home, or y'all gonna have to go there. Now I got to call out of work. I ain't got no goddamn option. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
So as far as solutions is concerned, to facing problems with co-parenting, one, we gotta address the custodial parent feeling like they're more important. To solve that, you have to let the parent. You have to, one, devalue the position. I know you said, bro, the woman who has the child does make a lot of sacrifices, and that's true. Mm-hmm. But we have to look at, why are they making sacrifices? Mm-hmm. Are they actually sacrificing because the child ain't there?
Can we stop calling them sacrifices and call them shit's obligations?
That's the point. That's what
you're not making a sacrifice. When you become a parent, it's no longer sacrifice.
It's not a sacrifice.
It's called an obligation.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that not your obligation too?
It's both of them.
It's both of them. You gotta split them shits. You were right when you say men need to do more, but can we stop calling it sacrifices? It's obligations.
That's what I'm saying. Terminology is important, because when you tell someone they're making a sacrifice, what happens when we make sacrifices in any other aspect? When you feel like you're getting
got
a
one
part
up
of
on
you.
them over. Yeah.
So it makes you feel like entitled to praise. It makes you feel like that's how we make God feel good. We give him a sacrifice to show him that he's important.
In turn, you proving my point. If they doing that right, and more times than not, the woman is the one who's having to,
right,
like I said, take off work and miss that time, miss that payment.
Right.
That's making a sacrifice. You get what I'm saying? If she do what?
Like taking off work whenever, like say if the baby need to go to a doctor's appointment and both y'all at work, she take off work to go take the baby to the doctor's appointment.
That was just your turn to do your obligation.
No, but I'm saying,
because when you had that kid, you knew that you got to work.
Right.
You know you got all this shit to do. That's not sacrifices. Because let's go back to the last show when my nigga was going in about choices.
Right.
When you had that child, you know that child comes with, it's gonna be so much obstacles and shit in life that come up.
Right.
It's not a sacrifice. It's an obligation. You chose that.
But I think what he's saying is that it's a co-parenting. We're talking about co-parenting.
Yeah, you're right about that. The dads need to split the 100%, obligation.
100%.
Because the mother shouldn't have. Because I found myself doing my baby mama the same way. That's what I was telling you earlier.
That's why I said I used to do it, bro. Hey man, you gotta go. You gotta do this. I can't make it. I ain't gonna lose my job, or I ain't gonna. You know what I mean?
On the situation, because we tell the truth on this.
That's what I'm saying. So I used to do it a lot.
I would be that dad that say right now, with me trying to get my situation, we going through the break. I'm trying to get a fucking house. I'm tired of the apartment living type shit. So yes, I'm going to work. I'm gonna get these hours. I'm gonna find extra shit to do to try to make myself better as a man for my kids. So right now, yeah, you finna figure a lot of shit out. But reason being why I do it.
But that's the thing.
Wait. Reason being why I do it. Like I told you, I was with my people for 17 years. We were in a fucking house together.
Ass nigga, but go
yes. Ahead. When I say primary parent. For all my kids, primary parent, bro. Like my kids come to me for everything. When I could be at work, I will come home from work in 10 hours, and guess what I do? Come in and motherfucking cook. Come in and put my kids in the bed. Come in and put them in the bathtub. Come in. I'm doing this on a daily basis. I got friends that call me Mr. Mom.
Do you feel you should get praise for? Do you feel you should get praise for that?
No, that was an obligation.
It's an obligation.
Okay,
hold on.
And that's what I'm talking
about. But
do
do you feel that most men do that?
No, see that's a different topic though.
It's not though. When you say it, it's not a sacrifice and it's an obligation. You get what I'm saying? Because that's your child too. You get what I'm saying?
It is.
That's your child too. And hold on, that's where they get the feeling that they can build themselves up, because hell, they feel like they doing so much. You know what I mean?
And that's why I was trying to talk to you again about the why are they doing that?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If we start, like you said, if you start, here, let me do this. Oh, let me do this. Let me get it. Let me do this. And then they turn it down. Now she's exposing herself. You don't want the help. You just want the attention. You get what I'm saying? So us as men, that's the remedy. Call her. When is the doctor's appointment? When he got to do this. So that way you could plan around it. You know what I mean? And you could be there.
And listen, I do feel like society have painted the picture of that's a women's role too.
Let me answer that.
That's what they supposed to do.
But I listen. That's 100% the remedy. Mm-hmm. But some people don't want to take the medicine, dog.
Yeah.
here it goes back to what I was talking about the women who are they head so fucked up because the kid live with them and they take care of the kid on a day-to-day basis. They feel entitled to their position, so they don't even accept the help. That's why I say we can't just focus on the fact that she's there taking care of the kid on a day-to-day basis or making sacrifices. We have to look at the why she's doing it.
See, but
is she doing it because he's actually not there,
right?
Or because she puts herself on a pedestal to only allow herself to take care of the kid.
Okay, then let's.
I got it.
We real on this show, right?
Yeah.
Let's be real then. That is a cornered market. You get me?
We still got to address them though.
We do.
Because a lot of motherfuckers going through.
We do, but we also have to address the mass. The majority isn't like that. The majority is we do have men out here that's not doing their part. You get what I'm saying?
That's true.
We do have it. We have those men that's not doing their part. So how do we solve that? Like we said, we as men, call your baby mamas out there. Call them. When the baby, we act like these kids don't have no fucking doctor's appointment. When have you asked about a doctor's appointment? Me personally, I know I haven't. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I know. Okay, I know. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, how many men out there call a woman and say, shit, when the baby got the next doctor's appointment, I'll take him. Now hold on. If we start doing that more as a man, as a male society, now we taking away they ammo because they can't big themselves up. You get what I'm saying? They build themselves up off the premise that men ain't
to be an ain't shit woman.
Right there.
Don't get them no excuse to be
right
shit.
there.
So I do agree with that. I do agree with that. You know. So the show, we about to wrap the show up in a little bit, man. This conversation has been very, very helpful. I want to have a part 2 or 3 of this co-parenting shit.
Yeah.
Because I think it's big. Like I said, right now I'm dealing with some emotional shit right now because my baby girl ain't up here, and it's only because of her mom's lack of co-parenting. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
So let's touch on that subject to it a little bit before you close it out. Cause I thought you was gonna hit it, but you never drove it in there.
Yeah. You know,
so
I ain't
in the co-parenting thing, part of it is on the mother side. Say, oh, I ain't fucking with him, and I don't like his girl. I ain't fucking with her. He ain't responding to me like he used to. So I do what I want with the kids. You see them when I want to. Or the dad being, man, shit, you ain't trying to let me get none of that pussy shit. I ain't got to come and get him this weekend, man. What are your thoughts about that?
A man fucking baby mama still?
Both in both ways. Not even just the man wanting that pussy, the woman wanting that thang-lang too. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, that's also.
And when it affects the kid, when it affects the kid is what I'm saying.
Look, here's the thing. Ain't no pussy out here good enough for me to turn my back or say no to seeing my children.
Yeah.
First off, I mean, pussy good, good Lord Jesus, pussy amazing.
Now that has split butt.
Yeah, pussy amazing. But on some real shit, man, like I fucking love my babies, man.
Yeah.
I done had so much pussy in my life, I don't need no more.
Yeah.
I want more, but I don't need no more. I need my kids. I can't do this shit without my kids. I can't be on this earth without my babies, man.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Once you done been around them like that.
Yeah. Hey, y'all know, fucking when Jay, the firstborn, when Jay was fucking
always with you.
Well, he was what?
Always with you.
He was what?
Always.
It's motherfuckers out here that don't believe that because they don't see me with them now as much because I'm dealing with the lack of co-parenting with his mama. But go back to what you're saying. I ain't gonna get too sidetracked. When you out here fucking your baby mamas and you allowing the pussy or not pussy or the dick or not dick to determine how you parent, you a fuck nigga or you a fuck bitch, however you want to say it. Because you're allowing your emotions. At the end of the day, that's an emotional decision.
It is.
And you allowing that to determine how you parent. That's some fuckery right there.
Right.
That's some fuckery out there.
It is. It definitely
You allowing that nigga dick or that bitch pussy to keep you from your motherfucking shawties?
It is.
You a bitch ass motherfucker. I'll tell you to your face.
Think it's gonna hurt them.
You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, man, fuck you and fuck her if that's what y'all about, man. Straight up, let's straight like that, you know.
Yeah. Up and down.
Y'all want to touch on real quick before we wrap this thing up?
I feel like a good show, man. Good show. All the way around, man. I think we should have more part 2, part 3. I think we really need to start this like going in getting other views on this shit, man. Let people chime in a little
Hey,
bit,
that
man.
live is a good way to.
I just cut mine off a
We
couple minutes ago.
gonna talk about that live thing off camera though. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be going live pretty soon, y'all. If y'all want to tune in, man, please just hit the comments.
Shoot out some topics, man. That's what y'all want to talk about.
Hit up that Father's Day show, man. Facebook, man. Hit that up.
Yeah, we got a Father's Day show page, man. Go if you're on Facebook, type in Father's Day Show.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, which is the way to see the show, we're gonna have links from YouTube on Facebook. Go to Father's Day Show. SPMediaTV. That's the easiest way to find it because it's a new show. We're not in that algorithm right now, so we're not easily searchable on YouTube. But type in Father's Day Show SPMediaTV. It's gonna be right on the bottom of the thing right there. That's the easiest way to pull it up. Once you click on the link, click on the page, click on the playlist tab, and click on the Father's Day section. You get all the content for that. Like Facebook. Father's Day Show. You can follow the company page SPMediaTV on Facebook. But be sure to share this video, comment, y'all. Please give us some feedback. This is a community thing, man. We doing this as a trio, but it's for the community. We need to know what's going on. If I'm saying some shit that ain't making no sense, tell me. If I'm talking too long, tell me. If bro goddamn hitting y'all with some hitters, tell me. If our stories are relatable, tell us. Let us know. If you don't give a fuck about what we saying, tell us.
Let us know.
It's a community effort, man. We want to see what this show is doing for the masses because what I really want to do with this show, man, is I'm trying to get fathers back in their kids' lives, man. I ain't really trying to beat the woman down, but I'm definitely trying to lift the father up 100%, man.
What these bitches want from a nigga?
So as we turn this thing off, man, I'm about to put a condom on it, wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? I want to let y'all know,
And I'm about
man.
to go put one on later.
It's not just any day. This is my loose, so I'm going to say this. It's not just any day.
It's Father's Day.
It's Father's Day.
For sure.
Every day, player.
We out here, man. Game time, man. Oh, yeah. What can they find y'all? What can they find
Once again, you can find me on Facebook at South of Fool. This is the one with the white shirt. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to start putting a tag on there for Father's Day.
5 profiles.
Yeah, I know, right, man. I'm going to have to start. I'm going to make a personal for this, man. I'm really digging this right here. So, but yes, right now it is South of Fool. Or you can hit me at 777-9311.
Soon at this moment.
Yeah.
What's up with this? What they can find you with, man?
Yeah, man. Y'all can find me on the book. You know, I go by my name. Y'all know me. You know me. You know what I mean. But yeah, I'm on the book right now.
What is your name on the book? They want to follow you. They want to follow you right now. You the dude that come in with the chest out.
Googleable. He's Googleable. They go find a whole record.
Google me. I'm on now. But yeah, I'm on the book, man. You know? And you can find me right here on this Father's Day show every single week. That's why I want you to find me.
Yeah. All right. We drop every Sunday right now. We're gonna be going live soon, so the days might switch up, times might switch up, but we definitely gonna be here every single Sunday. It's your boy Midway right here, man. I go by the name Midway, Alvin. Man, my fucking whole government. I'm just saying my name Midway, man.
That sounds me on
that Call of Duty, man. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 6 p.m. until you can search Game Time Midway in Google. I'm easily searchable. I'm one of the top streamers. I have about 400 million subscribers, and you know I'm lying, but they're close.
400 million,
man. Definitely find me representing SP Media. This is my company, one of my companies I own. Yes, it is black-owned media. It is a real company. Yes, we do real business.
Black-owned, once again. Black-owned.
If you need some production done, hit me up. This is what we do. Hit me on Facebook, SP Media, Alvin Midway person. Also, catch me on Father's Day show every week with the crew, talking this shit. Giving our opinion. Sometimes we right, sometimes we wrong, but as long as we lift the fathers up, none of that shit matters. Once again, man, that's not just any day.
It's Father's Day.
Father's Day. Salute, man.
Yeah.